Jeff Hansen. I'm with Window World Supply, and what we do is we sell window cleaning equipment, supplies. Our inventory increases as we go. We're new into the industry as a supplier, so it's tougher to get certain materials, certain brands of equipment, and so we add to our inventory all the time. So I recommend everybody take a look, frequent our site every once in a while, see what's new, see what's around. But as far as our water-fed pole line, all we sell is the OVA8 brand pole. The only reason we sell exclusively the OVA8 brand is because for your dollar, I believe from my experience using just about every brand of pole out there, from working 7 floors, 6 floors, down to just residential homes doing 2-3 stories, is this is a great pole. It's newer to the US, it's been in the UK for a while. But the US market doesn't have many suppliers that offer this, and I think it's something that's going to be a great pole, and has been a great pole for us, 45 feet and under. And the reasons are, the main thing is the oval shape. So this has an oval design, so the pole is oval, meaning you're not going to spin. There's no spinning with this. The other benefit is all your collars stay in line. Your collars don't spin around in circles. Your collars do less work because all they're controlling is grabbing it for the height. They're not controlling the spin. They're not wearing out as much. For that, the oval design has been great. The oval design also adds a little bit more rigidity, so you can get by with maybe a little less quality of a pole and still be a little more rigid, which is a key factor. Rigidity is key to transfer that scrubbing power from a pole once it's fully extended to give more pressure on your brush head. Along with that oval design is the ergonomics of it. So this pole with oval design feels completely different than your standard average long pole that's seen every day. So with the oval design, you get ergonomics, you get an anti-spin pole, your levers stay in place, stay in line, the collars do. And you add a little more rigidity without going to quite as high of a quality, a grade of a carbon fiber pole. So we're going to take a look at our line. So our line consists of a 45-foot ultra-high mod. The ultra-high mod is a 46T material, which is a very sturdy carbon fiber material. It's an expensive pole because of the material. But with those other combined features of the oval design, it works out to be a great pole. We chose 46T for this 45-foot pole because it's working at height, and the higher you get up, the more those heuristics actually matter more. And so the OVA8 45 Ultra High Mod is one of the poles on our line. 45-foot standard is a 30T. Now remember, the Ultra High Mod is a 46T, so now we're dropping down some carbon fiber material here just to make a price point a little bit better and or easier for most businesses. Now, if you're just doing residential, a 45-foot pole is going to get you to the majority of the houses you probably encounter. And if you want, you can simply take you're not going to use a fully stacked 45-foot pole all the time. So what you'll do is you'll drop a section, now you got a 35-foot pole. You can run around with this. Most guys will run this with a pole hose on the exterior. I like mine on the interior, but when you do run it on the exterior, it gives you that advantage to be able to drop sections and not use them. So you can run around and just add your 2 sections to make your 45 on a need basis. So then you're carrying, it's less weight you're carrying around, which makes it a benefit. So your 45-foot 30T, still a carbon fiber pole, is a great choice. After our 245s, we have a 35-foot standard. 35-foot standard is going to be the same height, base pole sections, as these other two, but you're just at the 35-foot height. So it's going to have the same, this is also a 30T material. So one nice thing with OVA8 that we didn't even get to yet, besides them disassembling removing it every section, the indicator markings. These indicator markings are unseen in the industry to be this large. They don't wear off. Usually you'll have a 1-inch piece of electrical tape type material on there. This gives you a large indicator warning area of where you want to be to extend your pole to, so you don't get a broken section. So you can max out the sections to max length. That's our OVA8 35-foot standard. Now your base section is skinnier than what this is going to be. So this is even friendlier or more ergonomic on your hands, and even a better feel because it's reduced sections. And that's another reason why dropping sections is helpful. Instead of carrying on a 45-foot fully loaded with all 9 sections, these two are 9-section poles, and this is a 7-section. Then we jump to a 10-section pole. This is our OVA8 Shorty, by far our best seller. The 35-foot Shorty has a larger base section because it has 10 sections to it. So the benefit people find on this is you can extend a section very easy and find that indicator mark. So it's within reach. You're within reach compared to if you're going to extend this 35-foot standard, how many times do you have to pull this out to get to your indicator mark? So that's where the 35 Shorty still gives you that 35-foot pole, but you can max this out within 2 stretches of your arm right length. And that's where a lot of people like that quite a bit. So here's a benefit too that people have found to be a benefit on the Shorty. You take the top 3 sections of your Shorty out, you can take a special OVA8 trad tip. You have a 12-foot trad pole. You can take this trad pole and do applicator traditional squeegee work with this, or you can keep that in your pole as an entire unit, put an iterative duster on here, and you have 35 feet of dusting eaves of homes, whatnot. I like changing out and putting that trad tip on. And that was the OVA8 Shorty 35. The last pole we have is not a water fed pole. This is going to be your trad pole. So we can take our special oval shaped tip out. You have an OVA8 trad pole, same oval shape. Butt ends of every pole is a heavy duty butt end, which is more heavy duty than any pole, even the highest end poles. This has a very wearable butt end. Commercial guys are usually hitting this on concrete sidewalks quite often. Residential guys might be in the grass a little bit, but you'll still be on sidewalks and patios, whatnot. So you want to protect that carbon fiber material of your poles. So when you don't want that butt end of your pole to be hitting and touching the ground as much as possible, because then your carbon fiber expensive materials can set frame. So that's a look at your trad 12-foot, 3-section trad pole. Everyday use, that's what we use. The other option that we have are for your necks. Adjustable angle neck, just simply adjust, see them every day. Your adjustable neck fits in oval shape again, fits in any of your trad poles or your water fed poles. You can use them wherever you would like. The other neck that we offer is a swan neck. So now a swan neck, now with the angle neck, you're probably getting about a 5-inch maybe ledge here. With the swan neck, you're getting 8 inches. With the flick of the lever, you can add another 4. So you can clear ledges similar to what a gooseneck in the industry is called, something similar to that. So you can just extend. The biggest difference between an angle adapter and a gooseneck, besides the pivot point being adjustable, the swan neck, you have to run your pole holes on the outside of the pole to where the angle adapter neck has pole holes that can run inside the tubes. So if you're a guy who wants to run your pole holes inside your water-fed pole, you're going to want to use the angle adapter and not necessarily the swan neck for that reason. I've been old school and always ran my pole hose through the inside. Keeps the hoses, everything together. We like that. But lately, I've been trying the Swan Necks more, and so a couple of our poles, we're going 50-50 now. Some of them just go on the outside. Even when we use the ankle adapter, we'll run them on the outside. So there's some benefits on both sides, and it depends what the user's preference is. And that's what most of this is going to look at. So here's one last recap of what we're offering. 12-inch brush head. This is a DuPont bristle brush. We also have this with a hybrid with Corsair in the middle. Quick connect attachments. Connects onto your brush. So we can take a look at 45 ultimate high mod, 45-foot standard, 35-foot. We have the 35 shorty and the track 12. You can get that here at Window World Supply. Check us out.